In the shadows of the most devastating war in history, a group of men and women risked everything for a greater cause. Armed with bravery, ingenuity, and unwavering determination, these unseen heroes operated in a clandestine world where a single mistake meant certain death. They were spies and saboteurs, masters of deception and strategy, whose secret missions would change the course of the war without anyone knowing of their existence. From the dark alleys of occupied Europe to the palaces of power in Tokyo and Berlin, their stories are full of daring, sacrifice, and mystery. Virginia Hall, the lame woman who became the greatest enemy of the Nazis in France. Richard Sorge, the Soviet spy who infiltrated the heart of Japanese power. And the Red Orchestra Group, whose secrets helped the Allies anticipate Hitler's movements. Discover how these brave agents used their ingenuity and courage to dismantle the enemy's plans and alter the course of history. This is the untold story of the true heroes of World War II. Prepare for an epic journey in Spies and Saboteurs, the secret war of World War II. Espionage played a pivotal role in the success of wartime efforts. During World War II, the battlefields extended into the shadows, where intelligence operations and covert missions became crucial. Gathering information about enemy movements, intentions, and capabilities provided a significant strategic advantage, often making the difference between victory and defeat. This hidden war was fought by brave individuals who risked everything to infiltrate enemy lines and gather secrets that could tip the scales in favor of their nations. One of the most notable intelligence organizations was the United States Office of Strategic Services, OSS. Formed in 1942, the OSS was tasked with collecting and analyzing strategic information and conducting special operations not assigned to other agencies. From behind enemy lines, OSS agents conducted sabotage, supported resistance movements, and relayed critical information back to Allied forces. Their efforts were instrumental in disrupting enemy operations and preparing the ground for Allied invasions. Across the Atlantic, the United Kingdom's Special Operations Executive, SOE, was equally crucial. Often referred to as Churchill's Secret Army, the SOE was established to conduct espionage, sabotage, and reconnaissance in occupied Europe. Its agents, including the legendary Virginia Hall, organized and supplied resistance groups, disrupted enemy supply lines, and gathered intelligence that was vital for planning major operations, such as the D-Day invasion. Meanwhile, Germany's Abwehr, though eventually compromised, initially served as the eyes and ears of the Nazi regime, conducting espionage and counterintelligence to protect and advance their war efforts. This intelligence was not only used to plan military strategies, but also to deceive and mislead the enemy, exemplifying the profound impact of espionage on the war's outcome. Let's uncover the stories of some of the most remarkable spies and their daring operations. Virginia Hall, one of the SOE's most successful spies, operated fearlessly in Nazi-occupied France despite having a prosthetic leg. Her disability never hindered her. Instead, it fueled her determination. Hall masterminded the organization of the French resistance, demonstrating unparalleled skill and bravery. She coordinated sabotage missions, relayed crucial intelligence, and orchestrated daring prison breaks. Her remarkable ability to evade capture while continuously disrupting Nazi operations earned her legendary status in the world of espionage. Both her allies and enemies held a deep respect for her unwavering courage and resourcefulness. Richard Sorge, a Soviet spy, infiltrated the highest levels of Japanese and German power. As a journalist, he gained access to critical information, which he passed on to the Soviet Union. Sorge's intelligence was pivotal in helping the Soviet Union prepare for and repel the Nazi invasion, particularly the Battle of Moscow. His daring exploits, which included evading suspicion for years, and his strategic insights saved countless lives, showcasing his exceptional skill and dedication. The Red Orchestra was a network of Soviet spies operating across Europe, providing vital intelligence on Nazi military movements. This group, consisting of various operatives working in extreme conditions, managed to relay information that significantly aided the Allied war effort. Their ability to operate under intense scrutiny and pressure, often risking their lives, reads like the best spy thrillers. The Red Orchestra's contributions were instrumental in numerous Allied successes and highlighted the critical role of coordinated espionage efforts during the war. Espionage wasn't just about gathering intelligence. Sabotage was a key tactic used to disrupt enemy operations, striking at the heart of their war capabilities. These covert actions were critical in weakening the enemy's infrastructure and morale, demonstrating the power of strategic destruction. In Norway, one of the most daring sabotage missions of the war took place, Operation Gunnerside. British commandos were tasked with destroying the Vemork heavy water plant, a facility essential to Nazi Germany's nuclear ambitions. This plant was producing heavy water, a crucial component for the Nazis' efforts to develop nuclear weapons. The commandos, after parachuting into the frozen Norwegian wilderness and enduring harsh conditions, successfully infiltrated the plant. They placed explosive charges and destroyed the critical components of the facility. This mission significantly delayed the Nazi nuclear program and demonstrated the effectiveness of targeted sabotage. In another bold and impactful operation, Czechoslovak paratroopers trained by the British executed Operation Anthropoid. Their target was Reinhard Heydrich, one of the principal architects of the Holocaust and the acting Reichsprotektor of Bohemia and Moravia. Known for his brutal efficiency, Heydrich's assassination was intended to strike fear into the Nazi leadership. The paratroopers ambushed Heydrich's car in Prague, mortally wounded. Although they faced intense manhunts and brutal reprisals, the operation dealt a significant blow to Nazi leadership and galvanized the resistance movements across Europe. Operation Anthropoid highlighted the courage and impact of sabotage missions in undermining the enemy from within. The ingenuity of wartime spies was matched only by the sophistication of their tools. Miniature radios, ingeniously disguised as everyday objects, allowed operatives to communicate covertly across enemy lines. Explosive devices were cleverly hidden in items as mundane as pencils and matchboxes, ready to wreak havoc at a moment's notice. Encrypted communications ensured that vital information could be sent and received without interception, while invisible ink and microdots hid messages in plain sight, revealing their secrets only to those who knew the code. These technological marvels were essential to the success of espionage missions, enabling agents to gather intelligence, sabotage enemy operations, and support resistance efforts with remarkable stealth and precision. The creativity and innovation behind these gadgets highlighted the relentless determination of spies to outwit their adversaries and alter the course of the war. The intelligence and actions of these spies and saboteurs influenced critical strategic decisions, helping the Allies turn the tide of the war. The information gathered by these brave operatives provided invaluable insights that guided military operations, often determining the success of key battles and campaigns. For instance, the intelligence provided by Richard Sorge about Japan's intentions allowed the Soviet Union to reallocate troops to the Western Front, which was pivotal in resisting the Nazi advance during the Battle of Moscow. The sabotage missions, such as Operation Gunnerside and Operation Anthropoid, directly weakened the enemy's capabilities and disrupted their plans. The destruction of the Vemork heavy water plant hampered Nazi Germany's nuclear program, preventing them from potentially developing devastating weapons. Meanwhile, the assassination of Reinhard Heydrich, a key figure in the Nazi regime, not only dealt a psychological blow to the enemy, but also emboldened resistance movements across Europe, inspiring further acts of defiance against the occupiers. These efforts extended beyond immediate tactical advantages. The continuous pressure exerted by espionage and sabotage operations created a climate of uncertainty and fear within the Axis powers, forcing them to divert resources to counterintelligence and internal security. Ultimately, the relentless and courageous actions of spies and saboteurs significantly contributed to the Allied victory, demonstrating that the secret war fought in the shadows was just as crucial as the battles fought on the front lines. The legacy of these courageous men and women endures, their tales of daring exploits and unyielding bravery continuing to inspire new generations. Their exceptional resourcefulness and resilience against tyranny underscore the vital role of intelligence and courage in overcoming adversity. As we honor their sacrifices and celebrate their indomitable spirit, their impact is evident in the monuments and memorials dedicated to their heroism and in the practices of modern intelligence agencies. Their legacy teaches us that even in the darkest times, a few resolute individuals can alter the course of history, demonstrating the enduring power of bravery, innovation, and the human spirit.